The Niger Delta as a region is made up of six core Niger Delta states, but today the federal government has given the Niger Delta a new description, including state that discovers the crude oil now included in the Niger Delta. But does that truly state that any state that oil is found can be added to the Niger Delta? If that be the case, why don't we change the name of the commission to UMPADEC, Oil Mineral Production State, so that any state where oil is discovered can be referred as an UMPADEC state instead of Niger Delta, which is the creek-dwelling inhabitants of the Nigerian nation. Resources from this region is what keeps the country alive and floating. Like if I will quote late Chief Bubo, he addressed the Senate, Senator David Mark, that if not because of my oil in my region, you will not want to become a Senate president. That was just an agitation for the federal government to do the needful in the development of the Niger Delta region. But looking at the region today and the amount of resources given to the federal port, can it be compared to the development in this region called Niger Delta in the Federal Republic of Nigeria? So that is one of the focus area right here on the show. This is the platform where we talk peace and development in the Niger Delta. My guest is already seated right with me. He is no other person but Engineer Chief Dr. Adeho West Ham JP. He is from the Urhobo Nation and he is on the hot seat to talk peace and development with me, with a special focus on the Urhobo Nation development and Delta politics. We'll be meeting our guest after this time out. Mitchell Dow Bimenetams Okumbere is my name. Niger Delta Short Road, talking peace and development in the Niger Delta. On the hot seat to discuss way forward for peace and development in the Niger Delta region, he is no other person but the proud son and a leader of the Niger Delta, Engineer Chief Dr. Dikin Adeho West Ham JP. Is on the hot seat to talk peace and development in the Niger Delta way forward, and with a special focus on the Urhobo Nation development. So, Chief, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, you are welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. Chief, where are you from the Urhobo Nation?
Yeah, I am from Okpara Inland and Kokori.
Okpara Inland and Kokori. Okay.
Yeah, and I was born and brought up in Warri here. I lived all my life in Warri, South here. My parents, my family, we have about 20 buildings in Warri and environ. I schooled here, did all my life here, and I'm still here.
And you are still here?
Yeah.
Between the Ijos, Urhobos, and the Chekiri on who is the true owner of Warri. And some factions are saying that the Ijos, they don't belong to Warri. So tell us a little about these three tribes in the Warri Federal Constituency.
Well, the truth is that
Good.
in Warri Urban here, even with recent documents that we found, because when the Portuguese came, they met the Agbara people on ground from the Miller Water side.
Okay.
They came here, they paid crops compensation to the Agbara, but the Olotu then of the Agbara Warri Kingdom. They paid crops. The rubbers that were planted by Agbara people, led by the Olotu then. Then when the British now came in 1893, when they also came, they met the Agbara people on ground here.
Does the Portuguese met the Agbara
No,
Warri?
the Pentecost came first, met the Agbara,
Warri?
did their trading and all that, and they went by. You know, they were majorly on slave trades and all that.
Yeah.
But the British came in and they had tried to abolish slave trade. When they also came, they met the Agbara Warri Kingdom on ground from the NPA waterside, where you have the Miller waterside, down to Eneri Junction. All those are Agbara lands. And they signed treaties with the Agbara people.
You said they signed treaty with the Agbara Warri people. So where is the place of the Ichekiri and the Ijos
Yeah,
in that treaty?
the truth is that the Shekiris, when they also came, when the Portuguese and when the British came, they met them and they signed treaties with
At
the
what
Shekiris.
particular location?
Yeah, in the Benin River.
Benin River.
Yeah, they signed
Okay.
with
Okay.
they signed with the from the Benin River, where they were also coming, that is where you found some of the Shekiris also. They also came on land, like a place like Kure Shekiri and Ugbori and Gwangwe. They were like marshy creek areas
Okay.
that they need to fill because they were coming in to come and trade and also do things here and establish settlements and there. Same thing, the Jaws also came. When they came, they met the Agbaras on ground. To be specific, they met late Chief Samori Esi.
So let me get it clear. You said the Portuguese, they met the Shekiris at the Benin River.
Yes.
So the Ijos, where did these foreigners, these sojourners, where did they meet the Ijo people?
They also, when they came, it was able to be factual.
Yes.
When they also came, they met them in their various locations. For example, I'm aware that they signed treaties with the this village after Ogbijoba they left, Isaba.
Isaba.
Signed with Isaba people.
Okay.
You understand? Then also when the Jaws, because of the trading, they complained to the British colonial masters that they needed where they would display their products and all that when they are coming. And the British colonial master now approached the Agbara people through late Chief Samori Esi, who incidentally was the Olotu of the Agbara kingdom. He was in that position for 78 years. And it was that man that now met one Okubio, two Ijo men, and they bargained and they gave them the areas. Those areas you call today the Ogbijo market and all that, those are the areas given. That is why,
to the Ijos.
yeah, that is why if you the man, the late Chief Samori Esi, he has two big upstairs opposite the market.
Okay.
And he was the one who gave the land where you have the King George Memorial, where you have the council, sub-council secretariat. He gave it also to the government.
Okay. Metropolis, very urban, accommodate. We have the Ijos, Ishekiri, and the Robos.
Yes.
Presently.
Yes.
Okay. What is now your advice to these between Ishekiri, Robos, and the Agbara? What is your advice for us to have lasting, conducive neighborhood living?
My candid advice to the Jaws is that nothing is die cast.
Okay.
Because some of the problem we're having is that they came in and they created 3 words. If not for the naming, the truth is that it's strange. I'm going almost 70 now.
Yeah.
I've not seen Ewin in Warri South local government area. I've not seen Warri Urban in Warri South. I've not seen Bolama in Warri South. You know, where we know that we have some Ijos, they reside there and they treat there, the Miller Waterside area and all that. Even if it's okay, that area, just particularly their GRA wards and all that. If it's okay, let's also create an area that can also accommodate our other brothers, even the Ijos. Because okay, Miller Waterside is there now. But for you to import strange names, that is the problem.
Okay. So to you now, the Ijos are the true owners of Miller Waterside.
They reside there, not
Okay.
Roland. The Agbara gave it to them.
Okay, Agbara Warri give it to them. So
Yeah.
they have now become the
They
inhabitants of
are
that.
residing there, they are there.
So what not be your advice to the Shekiri people?
The Shekiris in the urban, they also have some established villages and towns. For example, like Buangwe, Ekrudi Shekiri,
The same Agbara Warri gave them that.
No. Those I would not like to. I'm on national TV.
Yes.
Just give a spurious claim. No, they came in there and they had boundaries with the Agbara. If you ask them, they'll tell you that the boundary they have is the Agbara people. They came in there, arranged themselves into the settlement, and they live there. And they are there today. Okay. You cannot remove them.
Yeah.
You cannot remove them. The Buangwe people, they are there. Krone Shekiri, they are there. Bori people, they are there. You cannot remove them. Even the Okere, you have the Okere. Okere, you have Okere. One part is strictly Shekiri.
Yes.
The other one is Okere Robo, which they went to court and want some areas, So for peace and brotherliness,
Yeah.
I advise that let all of us give and take. If you must come to my area, you want to be in my area, discuss with me. Then on an agreement, we can say, okay, let us do it that way. But in your field, no, you have opportunity, you can go and create whatever you want to create. That is the problem.
Oh, okay. On the hot seat, talking peace and development, with me is Engineer Chief Dr. Adeho Westham, JP. He's on the hot seat to talk peace and development in the Niger Delta with a special focus on the Urobo Nation development. Now, Chief, let's move straight to as an Urobo man. The Urobo people united.
Yes, to some extent.
To some extent.
Yes, because what I say to some extent is that you see have some pockets of conflict, but it's very minimal. It's very minimal. And we are united in the form that we have a united umbrella body, UPU, Urobo Progress Union, that is 100 years plus now.
Okay. If you're saying that the Urobos are united, why is the UPU silent in this Agbara, Warri, Chekiri, and Ijaw issues? Why the UPU? Why are they silent about supporting their Urobo brothers in Agbara, Warri Kingdom?
Well, the thing is, it depends on the man at the ends of affairs.
Okay.
And it depends on his own lifestyle, how he wants and how he chooses to do his things. You cannot, you can force a horse to the river, you cannot force it to drink water. So, his style is, when you complain to him, you come to him, he will get involved. If you do not complain to him, he just be.
So are you guys comfortable that the UPU left you guys aside during this war domination man?
No, apart from
Agbara
that,
Warri people.
it's not only the UPU. The truth is that
Yes.
this struggle,
Yes.
the Urobo Nation did not put their inputs. They didn't call me as want to say, let's help these people.
Yeah.
I want to use the opportunity to, you supporting your brother, say the truth, will not take anything from you.
Okay.
Wealth, health, riches comes from God. It's not by your power. If not, all truckmen today would have been richer than anybody.
That's true.
So at any particular time, like me, I've chosen to always stand by the truth. I will tell you the truth, and nobody can defeat me from the truth.
Now let's go straight to the Niger Delta. Niger Delta produced enough resources for the federal government to run the Nigerian state. But today, the region cannot be compared to development in other regions. What is your pain compared to the lack of development in the Niger Delta?
The truth is that, like the president, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has interest in development projects. But it is how what you take before him and how you are able to pacify him that shows interest. The government has intention, but it's not enough. One, I am calling and appealing that the percentage that is derived and sent to the oil producing states, it should increase from 30%.
The federal government said that all your governors responsible for the lack of development in the region.
Yeah.
30%.
Yes.
What would you say about the performance of the governors?
Yeah, let me tell you. I want to tell you, like Sheriff Oboro, the governor now, the 30% that he has gotten is showing in the streets. Let me be factual. Even though individual human capital development is low now, which I know by the grace of God, by this year ending, it's going to increase it to empower a lot of people.
There's hardship in the country. Have you heard that statement?
Yes.
Okay. So, on that note, how would you see the 3 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Nigerian nation?
Yeah, the truth is that it's not easy when you are transiting from an old government to a new government. It's not easy. And coupled with the fact that he took the bull by the horn, because that petroleum subsidy that they removed, that was what brought hardship.
Okay.
Because fuel was less than 1,000 naira. Fuel jumped to 1,000 naira. The immediate past MD of NNPC Balankiari. Look at the monumental fraud that he committed before he ran away. To take billions of naira, billions of dollars that they want to turn around Warri Refinery, Port Harcourt Refinery, and Kaduna. To even worse the case, he deceived the then president that he has completed it for commissioning. And it's not working. But Bola Tinubu has people to say, no, these people, I must bring them to book. And he's going after them now. It's not easy now. It's not easy.
So to you now, Bola Tinubu is working.
It's working. It's not easy. It's working. But the masses are not seeing it. Because let me tell you the truth.
Yes.
When you go to the commoners, like me, when I interview most of the, like I go to McKinney, they will tell you, but this time we're not going to vote for him. And only Sheriff will vote for him because Sheriff will try. Yeah. But I said, no, don't look at it. Sheriff wants the man to win. This is APC government. I'm in APC. It's in APC. So look at the good things that the intention the man has. He's bringing it under 3 years.
Those were the same intention President Goodluck Jonathan was having to win elections so that he can execute. Before
the difference between President Goodluck and Tinubu is that Tinubu started them.
Okay.
But Goodluck was waiting. He concentrated more on the northern part, the northern part, and he did a great mistake.
Okay.
By taking the risk, giving a Fulani man to be your umpire.
This is the Niger Delta Chat Room Show, where we talk peace and development in the Niger Delta. Now, let's bring ourselves back to Delta State because people say that charity begins at home. Let's talk data politics and data development, mostly the Urhobo nation. The Urhobo is blessed with 8 or 9 local government. And today you have an Urhobo governor, Governor Sheriff, which you said is working very well. The Agbara Warri, let's go to that side. Do we have landmark project of Sheriff in Agbara Warri Kingdom, which is a kingdom?
In fact, Sheriff has done marvelous in Agbara Warri Kingdom.
Okay.
All the roads in the book, the past government, they abandoned them. They were like villages. Ukpokiti, all the Mowo Road, surrounding the new palace of the Agbara Warri Kingdom, all those areas tarred with gutters. Tarred, completed. Look at the stadium. Warri, we are sport-loving city. The stadium fell during one of the matches, St. Church versus NNPC, long time ago. And the then governor, Udwara, had the intention of saying he wanted to be fired. But the contractor he gave it to messed up everything up. And it didn't work. He was supposed to play a World Cup tournament in Warri. When FIFA came, unfortunately that the rain fell. And when they got to it was like a river. That was how we lost that. Look at the stadium today. Marvelous work going on by the governor. He also promised, it was funny for me, I was there when he came for one of the inspections. What I saw there, marvelous. He said he was also going to change Asaba to international standards. If you have a working governor that has the interests of the people, don't concentrate on only your side. Yes, another tomorrow.
Have you visited the Abraka area recently?
Yes.
The Abraka people are saying that the governor, they have a Urhobo governor today, that they are not witnessing the hounds of development from the governor.
Yeah, they will say so. They will say so. But I can tell you that in Abraka there, a lot of roads have been awarded by our current governor, Sheriff Oborori. They are doing it.
The beautiful work done by Sheriff in Enore Junction is applauded. People are happy. But going down to Hausa Quarter and the rest, the people were complaining that the governor ought to dualize that road to MPA. So as an Agbara Warri people today, now are you people not concerned why the governor didn't dualize that section of your road?
But I can tell you today that section of the road from that the flyover down to that Guru Primary School, he has taken it to ESCO. But for approval. They've approved it. They will do it to MPA.
To dualize.
Yes.
Okay.
Then even the Marie Quarter that was finished totally. You have done marvelous there. Go there, you see a lot of roads that are done. If it's infrastructural development, you give 90% to sheriff, the governor.
So today, Delta State political leaders are moving forward, but the followers are nowhere to be found. People said that politics was beautiful in the time of Ibori, that even a driver to a House of Assembly member, a commissioner, can actually, when he visits his family, they are all happy. But today, that politicians, followers are living from hand to mouth. Is it that Delta politicians don't have the intention of producing leaders, empowering their followers?
The truth is that some followers, they are lazy. I'm telling you. I know of so many programs that the state government have done, even before Governor Sharif came in.
Okay.
Where they was okay, they will train you, go to the song guy, they train you, agrarian training, then give you a starter pack to start. And immediately they come, they will go and sell them. Take the money you see, somebody going to a club, nightclub, dancing away and all that. The problem with us is that most of us failed to establish foundation.
Okay. Roboman, recently, one of your legislator seat was declared vacant by the Delta State House of Assembly, which is the man representing Udu constituency. As an Roboman, what's your take on hearing? Are you happy that an Urobo legislator seat was declared vacant, a duly elected legislator for the campaign, not forgetting that the entire structure of Delta State decamped from PDP to APC?
Well, in politics, you have to be very, very, you look at it holistically. Use your brain.
Use your brain.
He is not the only one that was elected on the platform of APC. There were 7. This life, there's another in Yoruba say, before we're me and you are mates, not to you. No, all fingers are not equal. If something is happening to you and you do not check yourself, although not that I'm happy that it happened to him, but himself, he have to check himself.
So decamping from the APC to another party is a crime?
No, it's not a crime. It's not
so
a crime.
What crime has he committed?
No, see. There's a nucleus in the electoral act, the new electoral act, which says for you to deflect, there must be deep crisis in the party, the national party.
So to you, there's no crisis in your party?
APC, they have one national chairman.
Okay.
They did it now. They did convention.
So don't you see that a political party that conducted primary election months upon months, yet cannot declare winners of the primary election, don't you see that as a party having crisis?
No, let me tell you, as a politician, you know when to blow the whistle and when not to blow it.
Okay.
You have to look where, shine your eye. There are some certain statements you make, or there are certain action you take. You escalate and scatter everything.
Okay.
There are some certain you use your brain to do. You manage the situation. There are some type politicians, they want to remain there forever. There are some, they have Godfather. Godfather will always put them. In politics, they will tell you, in politics, it is not over, not only it is over. If they tell you that, you've won, when I contested as a councillor in the Warisa local government area, I won. Because I know where I'm coming from and the people I'm contesting with. I made sure I stood my ground, took my result sheet first from the electoral officer. Took my result sheet before I went to. I will never forget this episode. There was one of my colleagues, Rupert, he's dead now. He won 2 Okere Ward. They put it in his shoulder, dance away. He has not taken his result sheet.
Wow.
He danced away. He did of swearing in. Because you have to come with your family and everything. we were up on cold, got in there for swearing. He came with his family. When they brought list,
List.
his name was out, vanished.
Was replaced. His name was replaced.
Because he didn't follow up. So if he had stayed after counting his votes, they say he has won, then they now feel it. Fill the result sheet, you now take your result sheet and go. If they go and call another man, you will not go to court. You go to tribunal with your result sheet now. But the man, he didn't collect.
So are you not saying that that is a mistake that the present party primary aspirant are facing now?
Currently, what the party leaders are saying is that some people, they want to jump here and jump here and jump here, cause confusion everywhere. So they want to silence some people.
Okay.
If the time that they are supposed to, you cannot jump again, and this thing is out, you can no longer jump now. That's why that thing.
But this is the first time situations like this is occurring in Nigerian democracy. Do you think Nigerian democracy is safe? Because political parties in Nigeria conducted primary, and yet result and winners cannot be declared. If this ought to be done by INEC, political parties will be screaming. But today, just primaries within political parties is having serious problem in Nigerian democracy.
Yeah.
So is democracy safe in Nigeria?
Yeah, democracy is safe, and there's time frame for everything. See, let me tell you, some people, they are just noisemaker politicians. They are noisemakers. They are not on ground. If I tell you today, so many top politicians, they cannot say they want to slow on the streets and all that. They are afraid. It's supposed to be going about with police and army. If you know you are thorough, you are genuine, and you are transparent, forget about your police or your army. Go to the streets.
What does it take a politician to have street credibility?
To have street credibility, one, you must mix up with them, be free with them, you have small mineral drink with them, you have small food and they eat with them. Don't alienate them. Don't make them feel as if you are superior than them. Don't make them feel as if you are special than them. Take yourself that you are opportune. Opportunity come but once. So once you are in that category of mixing with them, flow with them, discuss with them, you have no problem. Nobody knows tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody knows tomorrow. So no condition is permanent.
Okay.
If you are blessed and you are in any position, use the position to enhance the masses and yourself. Don't alienate yourself from them.
So to you as a politician, do you pick your followers' call? Because they say that political leaders don't pick their followers' call.
If I see any missed call, the phone is all with me, then I call and I see your missed call, I will call you back. Even if you are begging me money, I will not hide from you. If I have, I'll tell you, this is what I have. If I don't have, I'll also tell you I don't have. When you try to alienate yourself, you are not reachable because you think everybody are beggars. Anybody that calls you is coming to beg you. Although too many calls can also cause problem. I know that the 2027 election, those politicians that are not street credible, those politicians that do not get to the masses, grassroots, that do not relate with them, they will have problems. So I'm using the opportunity to tell fellow politicians, please, don't separate yourself from the masses.
Why is it that from presidency to presidency to presidency, the only project from the Ministry of Works, Abuja, for the Niger Delta people is always East-West Road from the time of Shagari till today? Is it just the East-West Road that Niger Delta people can ask for, whereby the federal government is a mega project in other region? Why is Niger Delta always the East-West Road in Shagari till today, yet the road is not yet completed?
Yeah, but the truth is that it takes the guts of any well-being politician to say these roads, I want to break the yoke, complete the road.
Outside the road, can't Niger Delta people ask for another major project?
Why I think why they are not too going to those ways is that they feel that NDDC is also doing a lot of those roads. NDDC is a federal intervention, so they are doing a lot of internal roads and all that. So that's why. But they
outside East-West road.
They can.
So
they
what do you think the Niger Delta people should need outside the East-West road?
The truth is that I will give you an example.
Yeah.
I went to Norway, brought some Norwegians. They are experts in capturing the flare gas. They have designed a model that will trap the flare gas and convert it to energy, water. Trap it. You have light, you have water. The road, I took it to Aguarado. Then it was, he just left the NDC, but it was very close to Jonathan. He took it to Jonathan, our former president. And it's okay, let's give it a try. We started. David Ige was in charge of gas then. We did it to some extent. They came, made the presentation. As at that time, they've spent their $1 million on that project. But people within, I don't want to call names, they were saying they want PRO from them. They out of another, they left them for installation. So, we as Niger Deltans, we can also collectively tell the federal government that these gas that they are flaring in our areas, we want a synergy, a system that will synergize to come out with a product that will increase our energy. Because most of our problems are light.
Energy.
All
right.
And now, solar has come, but it still has some challenges.
So, what is your take to the multinationals in this Niger Delta, the input of the Niger Delta multinationals and development to their host community? Do you think the multinationals have done very well in developing their host communities?
No, the truth is that no, they've not done well. They've not done. They are just minimal. And although from my investigation, some persons, some representatives of some communities, they prefer their pocket than making the community get things that will uplift them.
Okay.
That is one of our problems. If you are able to put genuine men that have the interests of the masses, of the people, in places of position, so many things will happen.
So what do you think the multinationals should do? Because since you sell that the lack of development in the host community is caused by the representatives.
Let me tell you, from my experience, and I also call the multinationals, do you know those points of those flare gas? Even if you want to use them, you need approval for it. You will write, and write. For you to get approval is the problem. So we have established such that you said, where is this working? Like what I told the federal government, I said, well, this argument of the worry, that's it. Sir, if they can put up an independent committee, let them come to worry to verify the areas. I will be a following materialist that it's just are not living here. It's just are here. The only difference is that the areas are owned by the Agbara people.
Okay.
So why don't you give them the respect? You want to use their area. Same thing with the Shekiri areas. You want them, speak to them. God that created Uruboma, Ijo, and Shekiri is not full. We are the closest people on earth.
And they sleep in the same bed.
Yes.
Yes, calling them.
There is no family that you will not see a mixture. Urobo, Shekiri, or there is no family. So what are we fighting for? And the most funniest thing, no vacant land again. Everybody knows their portion. Yes, no vacant land.
No vacant land.
So what are we fighting for? It's just governance.
Because there's no way you can take the other man's territory.
It's just governance. So in governance, why don't you say, okay, in governance, my brothers, let us all our team up together. Today you can be chairman of a council.
Yes.
I'll be vice. Tomorrow I can be chairman. I'll vice.
What's your take on state police? Because people say that state police governors will use it against their opponent. So what's your take on state police? Do you support state police?
To me, I support state police.
Okay.
To me, when you are in a position and you want to use that position to punish your fellow human being, there's law of karma. You will not be there forever. The highest thing the highest year you get in elected position is 2 tenure. If the federal government does not use the federal police to withhold governors who are not there, why will the state government use the state police to withhold opponents? Even if you want to withhold opponents, will you carry it forever? You are going to do it your turn. And when you leave, people will point at you that when you were there, this and this is what you did. Taking police to chase innocent people and all that. It's there.
So you support the state police?
As well state police. As well state police, 100%.
Are you sure Delta has enough resources for state police messing up?
Well, if you watch, they have vigilante and all that. They already started. It's almost the same thing. The only difference is that they will not tag them. They will be giving them fixed salaries and all that. You cut your coat according to your material, not according to your size.
All right, Chief, I think it's interesting being on the show. All right, I tell you that this is the Niger Delta Chatroom Show, and it's been very interesting talking way forward for peace and development in the Niger Delta with our special focus on the Urhobo Nation. But before I will let Chief go, Chief, I want you to now, what will be your candid advice for the Urhobo Nation development, the unity of Urhobo people? What's your advice for the Urhobo Nation on the way forward for Urhobo Nation unity and development as we approach the next election?
Yeah, I quickly tell you, for Urhobo Nation to be united,
Yes.
those communities, those kingdoms, where you have fuel stations, where you have Christmas tree, oil facilities, they should be their brother's keeper to those that don't have those facilities. So I want our brothers, I've continually preached it to them, that don't elbow your fellow brother because a Christmas tree or a well is not in its place. No, nobody knows tomorrow. Oh yeah, crude oil is spiritual. Same thing with gas. If you know that, you are supposed to be your brother's keeper. Once Urhobos are able to announce themselves so that this oil and gas that we have, even though that is, I have the oil well in my area, in my community, I have this thing, if they bring 100%, I will take 70, the other one give to the other people. Let them share, let them have the sense of belonging.
All right, Chief, thank you very much for being on our show, despite your busy schedules.
Yeah.
All right, that has been our show this week. Mitchell Dow Biminetams Okumbre is my name. Remember, the Niger Delta is the feeding bottle of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Next week, another guest will be on the hot seat to talk peace and development. Bye-bye, and have a pleasant